Yahweh fell.
The fire of Yahweh fell. You remember there was a fiery cloud over here when they were down here in Egypt. The fire of Yahweh. That's a spiritual thing. The fire of Yahweh. And this thing burned all night long. So these people were never in darkness. Read.
Then the fire of Yahweh fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice.
It consumed the burnt sacrifices.
And the wood.
The wood.
And the stones.
And the stones.
And the dust.
And the dust.
And licked up the water that was in the trench.
And licked up the water that was in the trench. So he just consumed everything. And that's what's going to happen at the end of this age, too. He's going to consume everything. Read.
And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, Yahweh, he is the Elohim. Yahweh, he is the Elohim.
Do you hear that? At the end of it, they had to confess, Yahweh is the Elohim. How could you not confess after he did all that? You remember Pharaoh, he said, tell Yahweh to bless me too. It's like, bless you? He blessed you all right. He busted you asunder into the Red Sea because you were disobedient. That was your little blessing. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead and read.
And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape.
Go
and
ahead.
they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook of
Kidron.
And slew them there.
Okay, now they'd already cut themselves, so there was some blood. But he took 450 and slew them, killed them, utter destruction. And that's what's going to, but you know what? Before they got all slaughtered up and everything, they had to admit that Yahweh is El. So you're going to admit it one way or the other. You can go easy or you can go the hard way. I prefer easy. I'm with Elijah. I'm your servant. What do you have me to do? I will do it. Because you know what? If you don't do it, you're going to get body slammed. And that's not in a bad way. I mean, he's warned you. He's given you all kinds of chances to do right. And you refuse. So you get what you deserve. And they deserved destruction. Because and then, you know, you get to beat down. You're going to get to beat down. But then you have to admit, oh yeah, Yahweh is all powerful. Oh yeah, now I'm going to show you my power. Bing! Off with your head. But anyway, that was a lot of people to slay. 450. I can't even do 2 or 3 at once. You know, 450, that's a big number. I might be able to handle 2, but that's about it. You'd be tired after killing folks. Not that I've ever done it, so don't let that go down in the record. But I ain't did nothing. I'm innocent. That's what I say of that one thing. But yeah, this body of ours. There was something else that I just wanted to mention briefly, and maybe you can help me with this. There is a bone in the hand, and it begins. It's a N word. Can you remember what it is? It's over here somewhere. And the name of it is like NAV, naval, or yeah, something like that. But it means boat.
Scaphoid.
No, not scapula. It's a N word. It's the N word. Oh. And you've got one in your foot too. Does it mean boat?
It means boat.
Okay, it's a scaphoid. I was wrong. I thought it was the N word. I thought it was an N word. But no, it's just one. But yeah, there's another one down here in the foot, which is similar to the one in the hand. You got it? Yay!
It says, in boating, a finger in the hand pointing to an index finger usually means go forward, point towards the bow, and turn, point the direction you want to go sometimes after making a circle with the finger.
Oh,
It's kind of cool.
that's different.
And then I'm gonna let her read this out of the
It
Tabors
says-
Okay.
Medical Dictionary.
He's
Yeah,
got it
fingers
for you.
Escape anchor.
Read navicular.
What is the begin with the N, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it is a scaphoid bone.
Oh, it's a scaphoid bone, but it's called, can you,
Just read it.
Navic. Navicular. Shaped like a boat.
okay,
Scapoid bone in the carpet or corpus, wrist, and in the tarsus ankle.
Tarsus.
Tarsus ankle. Skeleton. That's what it
tarsus,
says. Scapoid.
okay. And,
Shaped like a boat.
and that says Tarsus. Remember, what's his name? Had to go to Tarsus? Saul. And Jonah, that's who I'm trying to think of. Jonah had to go to, and he took a little boat. And Yahweh turned him back around and made him go in the right direction. But right in your body, it tells you, and the boat is here with this 8 because there was a boat or an ark right here when they came from this age into this age. So right in your physical body, there's a bone that means boat. So there's all kinds of little nuances. I'm pretty sure if you do any kind of research, things will click. You can see how we're really made in the image of Yahweh Elohim, and He put His purpose right within our physical body, so that we can see Him, not to see how cute you are. Although some of y'all is really cute, that's not the point. We are made in the image of Elohim, not any kind of way, but by the pattern or by the Father. This pattern means Father, by the Father of the tabernacle. And He's the one, He's the one who fathered us. And of course, we're going to be made in His image and His likeness. So I think that's about all the juice I got. That's it. I appreciate everybody, and I thank Yahshua for giving us each other. I'm just so happy.
It's funny how Yahweh works. You know, we're in one body, and He's putting things on my mind just to complete more of what Janice was saying. You know, she's saying everything's by the pattern of the universe, everything's threefold. Can you get 1 Kings, the 18th chapter, and start at that 24th verse? We'll finish it a little bit, or go a little more depth, because Yahweh showed me a couple things in there I didn't realize. Or just made more proof or evidence.
1 Kings 18:24.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I don't think so.
She's turning it down.
Okay, she's
Oh,
turning.
yeah, I didn't.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And call ye on the name of your gods,
Okay, call ye on the name of your God. Go ahead.
and I will call on the name of Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
And the Elohim that answereth by fire, let him be Elohim.
Yep.
And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. And Elias said unto the prophets of Baal, Choose you one bullock for yourselves.
Okay, hang on a minute. It says, the first, stop at Baal. Go read that again.
And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal.
Okay, in Baal, there's an asterisk in the Holy Name Bible. And if you go to that asterisk down at the bottom of the page, it says Lord. So they're calling on Lord. Baal means Lord. And here we are down in this age now, and everybody goes by Lord. Now, just remember, people out there in the world that ain't using Yahweh and Yahshua, you're under Lord. Let's see what your God can do. Okay? Go ahead.
I'm going to go back and read that again for you. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves,
See, and that's got to follow too because of everything was done with this tabernacle with the children of Israel. Go ahead.
and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under.
See, now they're calling the name of their gods. Their name is God is Baal, which is the Lord, which are all titles, and they're no good. And it's by man. And so they're doing their bullock. So Elijah's, okay, you think you guys all know all that, and this is your God, and he's going to do it? Let's see it. Go ahead.
26. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answereth, or answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, Cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth.
Yeah, so he's starting to say, okay, you guys, your God, what's he doing? You ought to know. Go ahead.
Or he sleepeth and must be awaked. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets, till the blood gushed out upon them.
Yeah, see, come on. That's like, we're here down here, God, I don't be cutting myself or anything like that. I got the truth of Yahshua in me. You know what's been on my mind here lately? Well, he's putting stuff in my head. Because I say, okay, you're my creator. You know, I think about all these people getting killed, and Kinley said, don't go in the crowds. I said, I ain't going anywhere where there's a lot of crowds. You know, and then thinking, well, if they're coming at me, Yahweh said, don't worry, I got you. I know he has me. Fine, if I'm taken out, I'll have to wait till the today's revelation of Yahshua, but I still trust in my Father, which is Yahweh. And you just can't trust in. It's making me shake because it's making me, because our Father loves us. And I'm so thankful that he brought me back into class. Go ahead, keep reading.
29. And it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded.
See, nothing. They didn't get no response because they ain't the true God. We get our responses every day we ask. Go ahead.
And Elias said unto all the people, Come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of Yahweh that was broken down.
Yep.
And Eliah took 12 stones according to the number of the tribes to the sons of Jacob,
You like the tabernacle? Go ahead.
unto whom the word of Yahweh came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh. And he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 measures of seed.
Well, I couldn't tell you what the 2 measures of seed is, but it had to be pretty big, be kind of deep to put how much water he's going to be putting in there. Go ahead.
33. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice.
Okay, so you're putting 4 barrels of water on the sacrifice. Now, you wet something down, it's going to be kind of hard to burn with wood, or at least start a fire. But go ahead.
And on the wood.
They can't hear you.
And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood.
Yep.
And he said, Do it a second time.
Now you're going to do it a second time. Now, there's a reason why. Go ahead.
And they did it a second time. And he said, Do it a third
Do
time.
it a third time. See, so following Yahweh, Elohim, and Yahshua, these three are one by the tabernacle pattern. 1, 2, 3. Three times, everything, our body, just like she's talking about the bones, everything's three. And then, oh, somebody died, who's two more? What's the next two coming? You know, that saying, everything goes by threes. Yahweh got that thing going. Go ahead.
And he said, do it a third time. And they did it the third time. And the water ran around about the altar. And he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Eliah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh, Elohim of Abraham,
Yep.
Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art Elohim in Israel.
Now here, hold that and go to Deuteronomy 4 and 24.
Deuteronomy 4 and 24. For Yahweh thy Elohim is a consuming fire.
Yahweh is a consuming fire. Get your witnesses. Just because I was saying up here, Yahweh is a consuming fire. In there, you'll see the next verse. He's a consuming fire. When the children of Israel, like Janice said, when the children of Israel, they had night by all the time because Yahweh is a consuming fire. He's going to consume, like Janice said, he's going to consume this whole creation.
That's right.
It's done. Done deal. Fire's actually our friend. You know, they say fire's not your friend. Well, fire is ours because you want to be the fire, not on fire. Go ahead.
Yeah. 4 and 24. For Yahweh thy Elohim is a consuming fire.
Yep.
Even a jealous El.
And he's jealous. That's why, you know, when everybody at the end of the stage of Revelation outside, everybody's knees going to bow. They're going to say yes, because Yahweh, he is the only one, the true one. And it must be driving him nuts that the whole world has got that Lord God Jesus Christ. But it's all planned that way. Go back over there, Kings. Let's finish that.
Okay, I'm on to 35. So 1 Kings 18:35. And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Eliah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh, Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art Elohim in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Yahweh, hear me, that this people may know that thou art Yahweh, the Elohim, and that thou hast turned their heart back again.
Yes, see, so you got all those 450 guys calling all day long for both sacrifices, nothing happened. Then they cut themselves up and they're bleeding and nothing happened. Now, our Yahweh Elohim says this, or what happens next.
1838. Then the fire of Yahweh
I'm a consuming fire.
fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones.
That's a lot too. Stones, my goodness. Well, he said he's going to take everything out. Same, so he's giving you an example, really. Something small right there. But go ahead.
And the dust, and licked up the water, and was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, Yahweh, he is Elohim. Yahweh, he is Elohim.
See, they're lucky they got to see that. We're lucky now down at this time and age, because we're right at the end of an age. We better see it now, or it's going to be too late.
That's right.
Or it's going to be too late.
That's right.
And that's what I had in my heart and mind to talk about. So thank you. Anybody else who want to give a testimony or just preach? How about you? No? Roger?
Thanks. I escaped. But I enjoyed the previous speakers. Oh, and it's funny how Yahweh forces you to do things when you don't want to. Because I had been researching, or trying to as much as I can, because we always talk about Isaiah 8:20, right? To the law and to the prophets. And Yahshua stated that he didn't come to destroy the law, but he came to fulfill. So I had the question in my mind, well, about the 3 trips of Moses. And where is that in the prophets? Because, you know, everything that's in the law is contained in the prophets. So it's actually very interesting, because when you read in 1 Kings 18 and 19, Elijah goes in the mountain 3 times. Yep. So I would like to read a little bit more. Well, actually, if you got to read before and you got to read after, you know, all that. Let me see where, because there's so many similarities between Moses and Elijah and John the Baptist. I'm trying to see where I want to start. So when you read 18, no, because Ahab, he had hidden Israelites in the cave, and Obadiah was keeping basically Elijah. So Elijah was they wanted to kill Elijah. That's where I want to get, but I can't remember where.
1 Kings 18.
Yeah. Which verse though? I'm trying.
Oh, no, Elijah
Sorry, I'm trying to. That's what I want to read, is that part where it says that. Oh, okay. Well, I want to read it. That's why I'm.
Why don't you start at 1?
Okay. Yeah, start at 1. For some reason, I was thinking some of it was in the 17th chapter, but.
1 Kings 18:1.
Okay.
And it came to pass after many days that the word of Yahweh came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, there's that 3.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too, because when you go back to the first trip of Moses, it was the 3rd month, and the 3rd day. So you have the same with the 3. Okay, go ahead.
Saying, Go, show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared Yahweh greatly.
Right.
For it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of Yahweh that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water.
Right, that's what I want to get. So Obadiah took those prophets of Yahweh because he feared Yahweh greatly and took them and hid them in a cave and fed them bread and water. And what that reminds me of too is those midwives down in Egypt who feared Yahweh and they wouldn't go, they weren't obeying Pharaoh. But anyway, go ahead.
5th verse. Then Ahab said unto Obadiah, Go into the land unto all fountains of water, and unto all brooks pre-adventure. We may find grass to save the horses and mules alive, that we lose not all the beast. So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. And Ahab went one way by himself, and Obadiah went the other way by himself. And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Elijah met him. And he knew him and fell on his face and said, Art thou thy master Elijah? And he answered him, I am. Go tell thy master, behold, Elijah is here. 9th verse. And he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldest deliver thy servant unto the hands of Ahab to slay me? And as Yahweh thy Elohim liveth, there is no nation or kingdom whither my master had not sent to seek thee. And when they said, He is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation that they found thee not.
Right, so Ahab is looking for Elijah. He's looking to slay him. And so Obadiah has just been like, I don't know where he is. He's not here. He's trying to keep him. And so that was another similarity I saw with Elijah and Moses, how Moses was looked to be slayed by Pharaoh, and he escaped the hands of Pharaoh. So you're going to keep reading. Let me see. Okay, so on the 20th verse, it talks about how that all the children of Israel were and the prophets were all gathered unto Mount Carmel. And when we go back to with Moses, his first trip on the mount, the children of Israel were gathered around the mountain, right? And we can see the image actually in the Elohim book page, in the first pages where it shows where he's talking about the 3 tribes, and it shows an image of just the Israelites standing gathered around the mountain. It's like the very first. It's the first picture. Oh, it's the first one? Yep. Here, let me see it. I'm going to put it up so everybody can see it. It's this where you see them all gathered around the mountain. So it's the same thing that's happening here in 1 Kings. They gathered unto Mount Carmel. And so when we go back and we read Exodus 19 and 20, Deb, you even mentioned this, how when the fire came down, just like Yahweh said, I will come, I want that, where Yahweh said, I will come down and meet thee in a thick cloud on the mountain. Sorry, I don't have my scriptures prepared. That might be it. Okay.
Exodus 19 and 9. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto Yahweh. Yep, and then I want you. 18th verse. And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because Yahweh descended upon it in fire. And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly.
Right. So that's the same thing that happened. And what was the issue with the prophets of Baal? What was their main issue?
They weren't praising Yahweh.
They wanted to serve Baal. When we read Exodus, the 20th chapter, he's laying out the law. And the first thing he says, when you read, read the third verse.
Okay. Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt have no Elohim before me.
Right there. That's exactly what their issue was. They had another Elohim or another God before Yahweh. And they knew better because they had this law. See, that's why everything in the prophets we talk about is drawn out of the law. So, since you guys know the law, in the first 3 commandments, y'all obviously, broke. It's time for you to go down and be killed. Now, wasn't the blood sprinkled on the people of the Israelites? They had blood sprinkled on them. So that's why those prophets, they had to cut themselves because everybody had to have blood on them. So I'm seeing all these comparisons. So when you go back to 1 Kings, 2 Kings 2, you're saying something's there? Okay, well, 2 and what? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you know what? I'll get there. Just hold it. Yeah, put something in there. Okay. But I want to continue in 1 Kings. So he goes down, kills them at the brook. And then when we go to the 19th chapter, I'm trying to skip so you don't have to read all of this. Okay, so start at 7. Oh gosh. Just start at 1. Just start at 19 and 1, yeah. I believe in you.
1 Kings 19:1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, So let the deities do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, which belongeth to Judah, and left his servant there.
Right, so he left for his life.
But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die.
And if you look up a juniper tree, it's an evergreen. It's an evergreen tree. So it's a type of, eternal life that he's taking cover over. Go ahead. Timothy said juniper means youth in the etymology. We can look that up. And there's oil. It's some good stuff. 4.
Okay, it was at 4. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough. Now, O Yahweh, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers.
And it's funny, when I read that, I thought about how Moses was like, blot me out of the book, I pray thee, so that the Israelites. But anyway, continue.
5th verse. And as he laid and slept under the juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baconed on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid down again. And the angel of Yahweh came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise, eat, because the journey is too great for thee.
Okay, and real quick here, can you find where it talks about I think it was either the manna was that they made into cakes. It says somewhere in, oh gosh. It's either it's the manna that they made into cakes. Or is it the unleavened bread and the, sorry, pregnancy brain is real. I just want to let everybody know that is a very real thing.
Numbers 11 and 8, maybe. I'll try this. You tell me if you don't like it. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it into meal or beat it in a mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's exactly what I want. I'm just showing the comparison that in the wilderness, they had cakes. And now he's eating cakes before he's about to go up into the mountain. So go ahead and I think we're at the 8th verse.
Yeah, 8th verse. And he arose and did eat and drink and went in the strength of the food 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb,
Yep.
the mount of Elohim.
So he went 40 days, 40 nights in Mount Sinai. And this is going to be his second trip into a mount, just like how Moses' second trip was 40 days and 40 nights into the mount.
9th verse.
Uh-huh.
And he came thither unto the cave and lodged there, and behold, the word of Yahweh came to him and said, What dost thou here? What doest thou here, Elijah? Oh, what are you doing here?
Right, go ahead.
10th verse. And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahweh Elohim of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thy altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword.
Yep.
And I, even I only, am left. And does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
And they seek my life to take it away. And he said, Go forth and stand upon the mount before Yahweh. And behold, Yahweh passed by, and with a great and strong wind rent the mountains and break in pieces the rocks before Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
But Yahweh was not in the wind and the altar,
Yep.
the wind and earthquake. But Yahweh was not the earthquake. And after the earthquake,
Mm-hmm. He was
a
not
fire.
in the earthquake.
Yahweh was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire, but Yahweh was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice.
Right.
And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering of the cave.
Yep.
And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, What thou do here, Elijah? What are you doing here,
So
Elijah?
it's repeating.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why is he repeating himself? This is the prophets. It's not going to happen exactly like what happened in the law. But Moses had to go up again and do the same thing. He repeated himself and went back up for another 40 days and 40 nights. And it's interesting that he wrapped his face in a mantle because that's what Moses had to do. He had to put a veil over his face. So both of them had a face wrapping. Continue reading.
14th verse. And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahweh Elohim of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy
So he's
covenant,
repeating himself again. Continue.
thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And Yahweh said unto him, Go return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus, and when thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria.
Keep going.
And Juha, the son of Nimshi, or something, Jehu, the son of Nimshi,
Sure.
shalt thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of
Shaphat.
Shaphat of Abel Menelah, shalt thou anoint to be prophet in thy room. And it came to pass that him that escapeth the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escapeth from the sword of Jehu shall Elijah slay.
Okay, continue.
Yes, I have left me even
Yet.
thou. Yet, oh yeah, okay.
It's
Yet
okay.
I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, even and every mouth which had not kissed him.
Okay, hold on. Pause right there, because that's what happened when he came down on the mount, right? There were some that didn't worship the calf. And there was another instance when there was a separation being made. There were some who did, and there were some who didn't. But keep reading, please. I'm trying to get to something.
19th verse. So he departed thence and found Elisha, the son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yokes of oxen before him. And he with the 12, and Elijah passed by him and cast his mantle upon him.
I was looking for something where he was on the mountain, and it was like, search. Oh, it's in the next chapter. Okay, yeah, I see what I want. Oh, goodness. I'm not trying to do all this. But, wait, is it here? It says where he says search 7 times. He's on the mountain. He said, keep going back on the mountain and do it 7 times. Yeah, 7 times. Oh gosh, I thought it was in the 19th. Oh.
You want me to get it
No, it's okay if we pass it. We can go back because I wanted that for a reason.
Okay. You want me to read 41 through 46? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it is in 1 Kings 19, I think, too.
We'll get 1841.
Okay.
It's 1 Kings 18:40.
Oh, I see what I did. I skipped a trip.
Oh.
That was the trip I was looking for. I'm like, there's one more.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and get 41.
Okay. Okay. 1 Kings 18:41.
Yeah.
And Elias said unto Ahab, get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Eliah went up to the top of Carmel.
Right. So this is the second one. So the first one was when they were gathered around the mount with the prophets. The second one, he went back up to the top of Mount Carmel. Okay, and he's going to cast himself down upon the earth, just like Moses is down, John's down on the earth. Okay, continue.
And he cast himself down upon the earth and put his face between his knees.
Right.
And said to his servant, go up now, look toward the sea.
Right.
And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing.
Right.
And he said, go again 7 times.
Right. Just like what didn't Moses see the 7 days of creation? And it's looking towards the sea, and John's over here towards the sea. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let's keep reading.
And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand.
Yep. Yep. Is it up here? Is there one up here? Where is it? Maybe it's on a different chart. Oh.
At the Red Sea.
Uh-huh. This? You talking about this hand?
Yeah.
I thought there was, but you're talking about this hand over here. I know, I visualized the same thing. But the Yod is a hand. So we're talking about Yahweh in a little cloud with a little. Okay, where are we? 44? Yeah, read it again.
44. And it came to pass at the 7th time
Uh-huh.
that he said, behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea,
Right.
like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say unto Ahab, prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not.
Right.
And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jezreel.
So the heavens was black with clouds, and when we went back to Exodus, you read it, how it was a thick black cloud. So he's going to go down and do what he has to do. So that's where 46, yeah, read it.
And the hand of
The
Yahweh,
po- the, yours says hand? In the holy name it says power. But that's interesting. The hand, yeah. By his hand, he was salvation or power. Okay.
and the hand of Yahweh was on Elijah, and he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel.
Okay. And so that's when we went ahead, we skipped ahead, and then we went back. But so that's why when we read in the 19 about him going up 40 days, and after he wrapped his face in the mantle, just like on the third trip of Moses, was when he came down with his face wrapped, or with the veil over his face. So, and then of course, we have to take it to the fulfillment with Joshua, because it would be wrong not to. So when we go to Matthew, the 5th chapter, of course. Yep. The Beatitudes. We're not about to read 3 chapters, but I want to get 5, 17, and read through 19, because in 19 it talks about, you break one of these least commandments. So it shows that he's talking about commandments, which is the same thing that happened in Exodus, the 20th chapter.
Matthew 5 and 17 through 19.
Yeah,
Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets.
right.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one yod, there's your hand,
Yep.
or the smallest part of a letter, shall no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of
So
heaven.
don't just teach them, you do them and teach them. Because don't just be hearers only, be, doers and hearers. Yeah, please don't be a hypocrite. Because nobody's going to believe you when you try to tell them about Yahshua. But actually, I want you to keep reading one more verse.
20th verse. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So your righteousness needs to exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, because they were just, they weren't doing the law, they were just telling people. So that was what we say with Yahshua was his first trip, because and when you read in the first verse, it says he went up into a mountain and he sat with his disciples, So that was the first one compared to Moses' first trip. And then when we go to the second one, which is here, this is the one that we have visual. We don't have a visual. Wait, yes we do. Follow me. My bad. Sometimes we ignore this chart back here, but it's right here. The Sermon on the Mount. No, sorry, I was trying to show a picture of what we just read. I know, I got to take my time, because in my mind things are connecting. And it shows, you see the people here at the gathered around the mount. Just like, there's not a picture, but yeah, the picture, the Israelites gathered around Mount Sinai, and then those prophets gathered around Mount Carmel. They're all gathered around the mount. So and then we have, this is the one. This is it. Okay, this is the second one. With, let's get Matthew 17 and 1.
And 1. And after 6 days, Joshua taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart.
Mount Tabor. Okay, go
And
ahead.
he was transfigured before them,
Right.
and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light.
Right.
And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him.
Now, Elias, that's right. Thank you. Say it in the mic.
Oh, John the Baptist.
That's right. Okay. Continue.
Verse
and we'll
4.
we'll go back, Timothy, to 2 Kings, and we'll talk about why they called Elias John the Baptist.
Very good.
Matthew 17:4. Okay. Then answereth Peter and said unto Joshua, Master, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles.
Now, Peter was just called the devil in the last chapter, so we know he ain't thinking right. So when he says, let's build us here 3 tabernacles, that's not the point, you know. He's coming to fulfill, not to start building physical tabernacles for for individuals. No, that doesn't make any sense. The tabernacle is only for the throne or the seat of Yahweh, not for Moses and Elias. Yeah, his head is in the wrong spot. Continue. I think that.
One for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias.
Wrong.
While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowing them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased.
And with Elijah, he said he's not in the earthquake, he's not in the fire, but he was a still small voice. So that's the same thing that's happening. It's a still small voice. Continue.
In whom I am well pleased, hear ye him.
Right, hear him.
And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were sore afraid. And Joshua came and touched them and said, Arise, and be not afraid. And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Joshua only.
Right.
And as they came down from the mountain, Joshua charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no man.
Right. It says stop at 13 up here. Did you get to 13 yet? What are you at?
No, I'm at 9.
Okay, keep going. then.
Okay. Tell the vision to no man.
All right, don't tell nobody.
Until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Joshua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is already come,
Right.
and they knew him not.
Because they didn't understand that when he was talking about Elias, he was talking about John the Baptist. John the Baptist already came, and he already baptized all you Jews in water already. And you guys keep missing it because you all don't understand nothing yet because I haven't poured out the Holy Spirit yet. But they didn't know what he was talking about. Anyway, continue.
But I say unto you that Elias is already come.
Right.
And they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist.
Right. There you go. So that was the second one. So then we go to the third trip. After the death, burial, resurrection, he tarried for 40 days. And then 10 days later, well, let's read it. Let's read it. Acts 1 and 9. It's okay. Just do better next time. No, I'm just kidding. I remember somebody, I think I was, you know how we go to events, we have those in-room discussions. I think Rhonda was talking about somebody had a question about when did they try to pick Matthias to be Yeah, the disciple. And it was in the 10-day period from, if you read it, let's read Acts 1 and 9. Start at 1 and read through it.
Acts 1 and 1.
Yeah.
The former treaties have I made, O Theophilus, of all that Yahshua began to do and teach.
Yeah.
And
do and teach. Like, that's just what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Until the day in which he was taken up. After that, he, through the Holy Spirit, had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen,
Keep going.
to whom also he showed himself alive after his passion. But many infallible proofs, being seen of them 40 days,
Right.
and speaking of things pertaining to the kingdom of Yahweh, and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem,
Right.
but, and these words are in red, wait for the promise of the Father, which, saith he, ye have heard of me. For John truly baptized with water,
Right.
but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days hence.
That's why he said, wait for the promise. And it says promise right here. He told them, wait, because yes, you were baptized with water, but I'm going to baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. Okay, continue.
1 and 6 of Acts.
Okay.
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Master, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times or the seasons, which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you.
Right. Again, they're completely missing what's happening. Are you going to build us a kingdom? No. Wait for the promise. Okay, continue.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea,
Right.
and in Samaria,
Right.
and to the uttermost part of the earth.
Right.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Right. So he was taken up in a cloud out of their sight. So this was on top of Mount Olivet. It says Olive right here, but Olivet. No, it's not on that chart. Is it? Yeah. I was just trying to see if it was on the Moses chart. I don't see it on the Moses chart. Well, the transfiguration is supposed to be both. Yeah, that one. I'm talking about on the Moses chart. Okay. Okay, so they just put it all together. Thanks. So it's right here. Because it's good to know where stuff is on the chart. So let's read through to the 11th verse. Yeah, keep going. It's okay. I'm just not going to be able to get to 2 Kings. That's okay. Oh, no.
1 and 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Right, what's wrong with you? He just went up in the cloud. Why are you still... He's gone. They're still looking up. Keep going. Keep
The
reading.
same Yahshua which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Right.
That
So
was
he's going to
11.
come back the same way. Oh, read one more.
Okay, 12. Then returned they unto Jerusalem from the mount called Olivet,
Right.
which is from Jerusalem a Sabbath day journey. And when they were come, oh, that was 13. Do you want me to keep going?
I guess so. Yeah, read it.
Okay, 13. And when they were come in, they went up into the upper room where abode both Peter and James and John and Andrew,
Keep reading.
Philip and Thomas, Bartholomew and Matthew, James the son of Alphaeus,
So all the 11. Continue.
and Simon Zealotes, and Judas, the brother of James. These all continued with one accord in prayer and supplication with the women and Mary, the mother of Yahshua, and with his brethren. And in those days, Peter stood up in the midst of the disciples and said, the number of names together were about 120.
All right, so this is the 120 in the upper room.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have to leave it at that because it's 1 o'clock. But I hope that that was helpful, because I was wondering, I'm like, where is it in the prophets? And there we go. There it is. Praise Yahshua.
That concludes our lecture for today. We hold classes here every Wednesday and Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Our question and answer session is the third Friday of every month, and this month is December 19th. And again, I'd like to take this time to acknowledge our visiting brother from Southfield, Dr. Marilyn Domas. Thanks for studying with us. If there are no other questions or comments, we can all stand to be dismissed, and I'll be quoting the last 2 verses of the book of Jude. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and present you faultless before the presence of his glory, with exceeding joy, to the only wise Elohim, our Savior, through Yahshua the Messiah, our Sovereign, belong glory, power, majesty, and dominion and power, both now and forever. Let us all say, hallelujah.